he was very lightweight and everything else, but everything was painted. If he had an hour or two, he'd be painting, you know. But
very cool.
then he had to do a little bit more than that to,
Yeah,
to sell people paint cans, take home this and start learning to teach your kids to paint, you know. I mean, he could do that too.
So did you learn too? Did you learn to paint too?
Oh yeah, I love to paint.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't sit around doing it a whole lot because it is a kind of a stationary thing.
Yeah,
You know, you get
yeah.
so you sit around and do it. But no, I think everybody should be able to learn a real worthwhile amount of painting. It would make a different person out of them, you know.
Makes you look at things differently.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing to paint? What do you think is your favorite thing to paint?
My favorite thing? A painting, you mean?
No, the favorite thing to paint.
Oh.
Do you like to paint people? Do you like to paint horses? Do you like to paint landscape?
Well, I love, I love country just like he does, and of course would paint a lot of that and enjoy it, and it would make things more beautiful as they came along, you know.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that are so bad and negative and inside here that I don't think they can ever really paint at all, do you?
They paint something different. They probably paint dark things because they're dark inside.
Yeah.
If they're angry or bad in some way.
You gotta be positive when you paint. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You gotta be happy when you're painting.
Well, some people would sit around and paint the next door neighbor next door.
We were talking a little earlier about Mom's roommate and how she's not a very nice person.
No.
She's pretty mean, and at times has closed the door and been really mean to Mom. So
I don't know what he does on just ordinary days, because I mean, seriously, how much can you paint, you know?
That's true.
But I mean, he certainly has kept us all active and
You talking about Poppy?
yeah.
Yeah. He had that studio up in the top of the house, right? Yeah. They lived in a when you lived in that house on Susquehanna Avenue, didn't Poppy have a painting studio up in the top?
In the house?
Yeah, didn't
Yeah, the whole third floor was a studio.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's where
He probably
he could go to the paint store, and if he had to sell stuff to paint or to give to other people or something, that's fine. But when he wasn't doing that, he was painting or painting towards something that was gonna be something real, you know, real lifelike. He didn't just sit around and scribble a few little things or something. He just did everything that way. That's the way he lived, really. That's the way we lived, really.
Yeah.
Because we had a big house with these 3 kids and the 2 grandparents, and great big 3-story, well, 4 or 5-story house.
I think it was 4 stories, and then it had a basement too, but the basement flooded because of the river, right?
Yeah,
the river would come up and flood the house.
like every year, or just every time it rained?
It
Or?
was like in the springtime. Didn't the river flood pretty regularly?
Yeah, because
That's not good.
there's that Susquehanna River, and it comes up.
Well, how close were you to the river?
Comes over the bank like this, and then it comes over the front porch, and then it starts.
So you were close to the bank. You were right there.
Yeah, Susquehanna River was right here.
Your house was on the river.
Huh?
Your house was right there on the river.
Wow.
Yeah, it says that I wrote a note or something, didn't I, the other day, that
Yeah.
you should write that on the river itself, because, well, somebody's been calling us about that, making the name more full.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Huh?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, somebody had it on one of these books. They didn't just say something about the Susquehanna. It's the Susquehanna River,
Oh, sure, yes.
and it's coming down. God knows it's coming down from.
Does it start in the Poconos?
Well, yeah, it starts coming up toward the Poconos,
Yeah, I don't know.
but there's
And then your grandparents lived in the other side of the house.
of our house.
Do
Yeah.
they get flooded too?
Oh yeah, when it flooded the river, it came up.
Everybody's just getting
And
flooded.
then it began looking up over the bank like this, and my mother, who was from Virginia,
She would just know.
oh God,
Here it comes.
look at that river.
Here it comes.
She had a pretty big river in Virginia, though.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Was
had
that the Danville River?
Hmm?
Was it the Danville River?
Danville was in Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. What was the river there?
Danville, I guess.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think every state just about had water running around it.
Oh, sure. Almost every state has a river of some kind.
Hmm
Yeah.
And when it begins to do its work, it'll show you where everything is.
Yeah.
You know, so, but no, that kept them all busy, really. made my mother happy when she got out of the house.
Yeah.
She could get the house cleaned out and get them out.
And you guys used to go up to the dump and shoot rats, I remember you said.
Oh yeah, you always shot all the rats that you saw in the river.
Yeah. And up at the dump. Didn't you and Westbrook and Cameron used to go up to the dump and shoot rats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out of your guys' hair.
Okay.
It was very lovely talking to you. And what's
Okay.
your name again?
I'm Robin.
Robin.
Hey.
Alex. Very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Yep, I'm gonna collecting all the waters. I'm gonna bring in fresh waters. Would you like one as well?
No,
Are
thank you.
thirsty?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Well, if you
I have
need
a
anything,
Coke
feel
over
free to
here.
ring. Would you
Okay.
like this open or closed?
Bye bye.
You want it open or closed, Mama?
Oh, just leave it like it is. We're
Okay.
going out in just a little bit,
Okay.
probably. Thank
Okay.
you.
Sounds good.
He's a sweet boy.
Huh?
He's sweet.
Oh, he's just open and just so, he's full of grabbing things.
Yeah.
He wants to be so much in here,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I don't know. He told me a lot of his schooling and his homing and his
Uh-huh.
and the whole thing. He's just, how did he start out? It was just by telling me all the things he wanted to know and to do,
Yeah.
Just incredible. And I think he walked with me from like here, first off, from here all the way over to, he's trying to get in. He's room not now, but